Give me them good times. Give me them good times. Give me them good times. Give me them.
What is up, Block City, and welcome back to Spokast. I'm your host, Brennan Pointer, and first off, shout out to my good friend, Jinx Universe, for letting me use his song, Good Times, as the intro to this episode. Go stream Good Times wherever you're listening to your music. On today's episode, I sit down with the members of Nothing Shameful. They are Ethan Harrison, Jackson Romney, Dylan Hoosier, and Devin Garcia. And on this episode, we're going to dive deep into their musical journey, from their humble beginnings in Spokane to the release of their debut album, Never Be the Same. We explore how this band has evolved into a powerhouse of creativity and collaboration. Ethan shares what led him to join Nothing Shameful while still being an active member of Nixon Rodeo. Dylan and Devin recount how an impromptu escape room adventure kickstarted this band, and Jackson reveals the behind-the-scenes transformation of his private piano compositions into full band Nothing Shameful songs, and we discuss the importance of visual storytelling, community engagement, and the art of putting on an unforgettable live show. So, whether you're a fan or new to their sound, this conversation offers a compelling look at what makes Nothing Shameful a force to be reckoned with within Spokane's music scene. You can go see them perform live at the Thanksgiving Throwdown at the Knitting Factory the night before Thanksgiving, and you can go listen to their new album, Never Be the Same, wherever you stream music. Well, I will not keep you any longer. Here's Ethan Harrison, Jackson Romney, Dylan Hoosier, and Devin Garcia of Nothing Shameful. This is Spokast. Well, yeah, we'll get into this. All right. So I've already introed you. I've talked about how much I love this episode and how great it was, and say all the stuff, plug some things, and be like, I'm sitting here with the band Nothing Shameful, which consists of Ethan Harrison, Jackson Romney, Devin Garcia, and I'm going out of order, and Dylan Hoosier. I want to say Hauser. I'm sorry.
You get it. No, you can do it. I'll accept Hoser.
But I've been doing a lot more group podcasts. Like, I used to do a lot of one-on-one shows. Like, and now it's every episode's been more. I've been adding more people. It's like I'm doing threesomes and foursomes. It's getting really exciting at Spokast.
You like work. You're a businessman. You mean business, man.
But let's start, Ethan, with you, and everyone can go back and listen to the Ethan Harrison Nixon Rodeo episode from almost a year ago exactly, and go listen to that one, because we dive deep into Ethan's story. And at the time I said that was probably one of my best podcasts I ever recorded ever.
Show it up right now, Ethan on Ethan.
And yeah, let's start there, Ethan, and then Jackson, Dylan, and then Devin will go around, and so everyone can hear your name. And how did you end up in Spokane, Washington? You can start, Ethan.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Ethan Harrison. I'm the lead singer, and I was born and raised in Spokane. I grew up in the Valley, went to CV, and have just stayed in Spokane my whole life, just playing music basically since high school with Devin over here. And yeah, just still been in Spokane forever. I love this place.
Yeah, it's a special place. Jackson?
Yeah, Jackson Romney, play guitar. I moved to Spokane when I was 7.
Okay.
From the beautiful country of Canada. So I grew up at... hey. It's fine. I grew up out in Newman Lake, went to East Valley, and moved back into town in 2017 and raising my family here. And
nice.
yeah, we love it. So
awesome.
Hello, I'm Dylan Hoosier. I am the other guitarist, rhythm, as they say. But yeah, I was actually born in Soldotna, Alaska. It's a town of like 5,000 people, so everybody's related. Pretty sweet. Call out. Anyways, moved here in 2nd grade, so I might as well be raised here. Or
That's like the same age. It's like 7 or 8 as well, right?
Are we the same? Did we just become best friends?
Alaska, Canada? Friendship?
Yes.
Okay, I'll allow it. Anyways, but yeah, so we moved here and just went to Northwest Christian and private school kid, and then just linked up with these guys later in life, just through business relationships, and now, just enjoy a nice sponsorship with Jug of Milk.
Yeah, right. I can't wait to break one of these open at the end of the show.
Oh, it's delicious.
It's the best. Jug of Milk did actually. They wanted me to say something on our behalf.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt like you could do a better job being a cashier than the cashiers at the Walmart? Then you need jug of milk. Buy some today. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Jackson.
There's a deep story into that one.
No malice.
Devin?
Yes, Devin Garcia. I play bass. I moved here when I was 5 from Northern California, from a very small town.
Sick, dude.
Yeah, we're just, 3 small town kids,
Oh,
Yeah, just been here ever since. Went to Central Valley, and I met Ethan in middle school.
Okay.
So what middle
And,
school was that?
Evergreen.
Evergreen Middle School. Nice.
Yeah.
I, too, have moved to Spokane when I was 7 or 6. I don't know. 6. First grade. And so it seems to be a common theme, moving here at a young age. What were your, whoever wants to go, what was an early memory of, living in Spokane, and, what would you say, an early experience was like being in Spokane?
I'll go. Weird. My first memory of Spokane and America as an immigrant.
Yeah, you never been here before?
I visited my grandma as
okay.
a little kid. I remember driving in and driving down our block in Newman Lake and asking my mom, why are there so many basketball hoops and no hockey nets? And I was really perplexed, man. I'm like, I don't know what they're doing with these. And come to find out, there's not a lot of hockey. At least there wasn't at the time.
Yeah. Did you play hockey?
No, we were too poor for that.
Okay.
No.
So you lived in Newman Lake?
I did, yeah.
No, on the lake?
No, too poor for that too. Yeah. So and then I learned about Hoop Fest and all of that, and I was like, oh, they really like basketball here.
Yeah.
So that was one of my first memories.
Man, I don't know. Struggling. Pass.
Pat, that's fine.
Come back around.
I was
don't
so
know.
young. I barely remember moving. Oh, the ice storm. That's what I remember.
Ooh.
I moved here right when the ice storm happened in 95 or 96 or whatever it was.
96.
We moved into that, and I remember everyone was so mad.
Why are we here?
Yeah. And I'm like,
that comes up a lot on the podcast, the 96 ice storm. If you lived in Spokane for the 96 ice storm, you're a true Spokaneite. I know if you played in Hoop Fest, you're a true Spokaneite. I don't know if I asked you this question, Ethan. This is a newer question that I added, but I might have asked it, but what was your early memories of Spokane?
I don't. Yeah, it's just I've been here my whole life, and I'm the youngest of 4, and so I just getting carted around all over town for all their events and whatnot. One of my and it's tied to music. One of my earliest memories I have is being downtown for one of the parades, probably the Lilac Parade, and the marching bands that came around, and then they're playing, and the drums when they came by were. There's so much vibration happening from that, and it made my chest cavity vibrate because you're so little. And I was just very young. And I'm like, I have to play drums.
That's when you had to find the drum set, right?
Yeah. And that is when I was I really want to play drums, and thinking that was destiny, but it was just physics. But
Dylan, do you have anything?
Nothing. So I grew up in Green Bluff, and I went to Colbert Elementary.
Yeah. You went to Colbert Elementary?
Yeah.
I'm a cougar.
Let's go. Cool. Yeah. So I feel one of my earliest memories of going to Colbert was two things. Was an old school store, which was McGlade's.
McGlade's
which was
amazing.
iconic on the north
Go
side.
get milkshakes.
Yeah, it was that was the field trip, and then also cattails. So
represent.
And as an adult now, you look back and you're like, wow, this is such a unique, cool thing. And at the time, it was sweet, we gotta not be in school, but
that's awesome.
but those are two really cool things that earliest memories, I guess, of Spokane.
It's funny you mentioned cattails because I grew up 2 miles from cattails in Eaglewood, and that's where I lived.
Me too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for real.
I lived right off of Low Road and Nancy Court.
I don't know the street names.
Okay.
I could take us there.
Is this your father?
Dad?
The new podcast.
But
we find your relatives.
Find your daddy.
I've never once been to cattails. Never been there. I
Really?
grew up there since I was since 91 and never went there. So
A lot of cats.
that's
good. Tails.
a lot of kids, a lot of tails.
I'm glad those
I
two
remember
things are there.
back in the-
Otherwise, it'd be a weird name.
how did you get into like music? How like were you playing like in school? Was it like what was like your early
Get on there, Debbie Webb.
memories?
I don't remember what really like got me into music, but I just from a kid I always really gravitated towards that, and I was always like wanted to play something, but it took me forever to kind of figure that out and take the leap in. Not until about high school I started actually playing an instrument, but I just always
Was there any like early bands that like really like inspired you? Because like you're all what 20, not 20. You're in your 30s now, aren't you?
yeah.
But like
Oh, we didn't mention that Colin's not here, our drummer.
Colin Frick.
Well, he
Yep,
is.
Colin.
He's here.
Well,
Sorry,
here.
he's been here the whole time.
Just
Sorry,
real
Robot.
quiet.
He's very shy.
He's the only one I think that's just shy of 30. Otherwise, we're all like between 30 and 35.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. No, see, I'm sorry. Yeah. So
I think like what got me into rock music probably was like Metallica. But I bet like 2001.
Nice.
I started listening to like a lot of what is this?
Nothing.
No,
They-
Metallica's great. It's fine. No, go, keep going.
These
Sorry.
guys hate
Sorry.
everything.
They don't even
have
know
no
Master
musical
of
taste.
Puppets.
That's not
So
true. This guy writes all our music. He does not hate everything.
I don't hate. I hate most things.
Yeah.
And then from there, just like divulged into like every type of rock genre.
yeah. Remember what intro do you play? Your bass?
Bass, yeah.
Okay. Dylan.
Yeah. So I think everybody has this person in their life, but I basically had a friend who is more or less the Zune kid. And like that guy,
Oh,
no,
okay.
you know where exactly where I'm going
come
with this.
on,
Yeah.
dude.
So
Give it
I'm
to
going to
him.
give him a shout out, Brance Cornwell.
I love Brance.
He's the best. Yeah. So Brance was a guy that like later in life was when it got me into like more the emo scene and things like that. Obviously, prior to meeting Brance, I like had like Hawthorne Heights and stuff like that. It dropped, but Brance, I can like remember it so well. He was the Zune kid. He had the Zune. He did not have the iPod. He didn't do things like that. But he basically had when Chiodos dropped the Bone Palace
Ballet.
yeah, ballet is a ballad. Yeah, either one. Yeah,
It's not a ballad.
But he was like, "You got to check this shit out," and I'm like, like didn't love it at first, and then but he like kept kind of pushing, and then I was like, that's an album that like definitely grew on me and like inspired me. And then listening to their what's their former album, but like all I can think is All Nerds Beware.
All's Well That Ends Well.
Yeah, All's Well. Anyway, so that was like a massive shift in like my taste of music that really put me on the path that I would say like kind of puts us in what we play now. And so shout out to Brance.
And you're a rhythm guitarist, right?
Yeah.
So how did you get into playing guitar at a young age, or did you pick this up later in life? Yeah.
So I'm the inexperienced person in this group. I'm the face.
He sells all the tickets. All the tickets that are sold are all of Dylan's friends.
No.
the face and the body.
Yeah.
So much body, dude.
I don't know if we want to jump to the conception of the band, but
Okay.
but I don't know if that's a question we want to
We
jump
will
right
get
into
into it,
because
yeah.
that's like more or less
If
how
it's
it
more-
all.
okay,
it'll
if it-
lead into that.
Okay, we'll get to it
So
then.
yeah.
Jackson, how about you?
Sure. Yeah, I've always been playing music since I was a really little kid. My grandma taught piano lessons in British Columbia. And so I was taking piano when I was like 3, which is embarrassing because I'm still so bad at piano.
That's a lie.
No, it's really bad. I can't read music.
maestro.
It's not good. So there was always piano in the house. Both of my parents are musical. My dad played the piano. My mom still sings. And so we were always listening to music, you know, Eagles or Garth Brooks or whatever. And then it wasn't until like 6th grade, I think it was 6th grade, that I started playing guitar. I was playing viola at the time. And I'll shout out my boy. Yeah, dude.
Why do you ever bring this out?
What the hell?
Bro, I'm here, man. I'm doing it.
All right.
I was playing the viola, and my friend Robbie Bice, who I'm getting dinner with tonight, he was the singer of our high school band. And he's like, dude, you got to learn to play guitar. And I was like, but why? I play the viola. He's like, because chicks don't like guys that play the viola. And it turns out they didn't like guys that played guitars either. So I learned. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
It's a drinking game. Every time somebody says, what do you mean? You can drink. There you go. No, so it was like 6th grade. We started a band to get chicks. None showed up. But we learned every Green Day song
Oh.
we could.
Yeah.
And we were a Green Day cover band for like 3.5 weeks. And then he started writing music and was like, well, we could play this. And so that was that kind of soiree into being in a band. So from 7th grade till after we graduated, I was in that band. And
What was that band called?
it was called 3 Years Later.
Okay.
Not to be confused with 3 Doors Down.
Oh,
Or 3 Days Grace.
Is that what you wanted?
Or Third Eye Blind.
Is that what you're looking for?
Are you coaxing me? No, it wasn't. We chose it because we didn't have a band name after 3 years. And so we said, well, 3 years later, now we have a band name.
that's clever.
It's super good.
What kind of gigs are you playing at in 6th grade?
Not zero. The talent show.
The talent show.
Yeah,
Okay.
we rocked the Mountain View Middle School talent show, dude. It's
grade.
untrue. It was terrible.
your amp?
No, my amp was not plugged in the first time we played, and we came out to Holiday by Green Day, and I went to hit it just so hard, and there was nothing, and I was terrified.
So you had to hustle to get that plugged in.
It was fine. Anyway, that was me. So that led to guitar, and it was just anything I could play and get my hands on, you know. And ever since, it's been the only thing I've stuck with
Yeah.
for that long, other than. Nope, that's it. Nah, just guitar. So,
Yeah.
But cheese witches.
I love cheese witches. It's a new thing. Quick sponsorship from Jug of Milk. If you like milk and you like it squishy, Jug of Milk. Make a cheese switch.
If you love milk, you're gonna love cheese.
You're gonna love cheese. If you ever
drink Jug
tried
of Milk.
cheese, drink Jug of Milk. Sorry, that was our sponsor.
So and
Chuck
you're,
E. Cheese.
what kind of guitarist are, like there's two guitarists. I get that there's like two guitarists in a lot of bands. Like there's rhythm and then what's that, lead guitar? Is that what it is?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Don't even. Yes.
I
it's
mean,
lead
yeah,
guitar.
I
You're an
guess.
idiot.
We just kind of write guitar parts, and it's
Okay.
like, well, which one do you want to play?
Got it.
And it's fun that way because sometimes we won't get into it yet, but well, I'll just stop there. We won't get into it yet. But yeah,
Okay.
I guess you would say lead guitar.
Yeah.
Suspension. Is
We're just
so
running this podcast.
He's actually lead viola, but
You have no more control.
I actually play the viola in the band. Nobody knows that.
it's way in the background.
Ethan, you played the drums in Nixon Radio, and then Nothing Shameful. You're a lead vocalist, right?
Yep.
And so do you play instruments? Do you like help out? Like, what do you like? Do you just do vocals in this band? Like,
yeah, only vocals. When Colin's not around at practice, sometimes I'll jump on just to like help something out, but he's 10 times better than me at drums. So yeah, it's been kind of interesting because I never intended to do like clean singing vocals. I'd always wanted to, but I didn't feel like I was up to the challenge. But I started playing music in high school. Devin and I were friends. We had another mutual friend. We're all getting super into classic rock at the time. And I always wanted to play drums, but just really poor. There's no way we're getting a drum set.
Right.
And then one day, I think I told this on the other podcast,
Yeah.
but one day Devin and the other friend came to school and they're like, yeah, so we just started a band with our buddy. He's playing drums though. And then I was like heartbroken. I thought it was like my one chance.
Your chance, yeah.
Even though I'd literally never played a drum set except at like my cousin's house. So I had like his lessons maybe twice. And then they're like, well, you could come try out, and he could play rhythm guitar. So I tried out. I didn't even know how to use the kick drum. And they're like, you're just as good as Travis. And so I was just as bad as Travis. And then that's how it went on. And then
So,
we,
yeah, Travis sucks.
so literally
my
the
science
first
buddy.
day I started playing drums was the first day like we made a band.
So you and Devin started a band together first.
Yeah.
What was that?
Shout 'em out.
What was that band called?
Electric Warriors.
Ooh.
Yeah. It was
Look
pretty
'em
cool.
up.
Not as good as 3 years later. Still a good name though.
Well, is this around like 2010, 2009?
No.
It was like
wait.
2006.
Oh wow.
7,
Okay. Much
2005 or 6.
Okay.
somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I'm I'm making you sound a lot younger than you actually are.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
It was just a couple years ago.
We were like
night.
we were like sophomores in high school, and then just played talent shows and whatnot from there. And then out of high school, Devin and I played in another band together called
Yeah.
Fallen Regiment, and then we just both stuck around the music scene playing music like throughout this time,
Yeah.
but just not together for like about 10 years.
Yeah. So let's talk about the inception of Nothing Shameful, because I feel like last time we talked on the podcast, like Nixon Rodeo was coming out with the new album. But you were also like really heavily teasing this new project you're working on with Let's and Shameful, and I think you seemed very excited about it at the time too. Like, so I'd love to know more about the inception. I think we might even saved the story because you wanted to tell it for the time we could get you all on the podcast. So like, yeah, what is the inception of Nothing Shameful?
Dylan can probably take it over, and then
Yeah, I'll take this one. Yeah. Yeah, so going back to like formerly talking, we were, I'm the more inexperienced person in the group. So, during COVID was when I wanted to get more serious about playing guitar. So bought a bunch of music equipment, bought like 18 guitars, like the really bad, like this is like a disease that every beginner guitarist has, is like buying 30 guitars.
you don't have to be a beginner, pal.
Anyways, so I started playing, and more or less what happened was Ethan obviously knows, like I was always kind of talking with him and like wanting to play, and two events happened that were two things that I think drove us into playing music. Is one, I was kidnapped one night by Ethan and Devin. It was my first time meeting Devin.
Allegedly.
We were just hanging out, and we did an escape room. It was a great night.
I did chant.
Yeah.
Kidnap him.
Yeah, this straight up happened. And then but Devin and I met that night, and then I was like really looking to play with just about anybody, and I played with a few groups before.
He was harassing me endlessly about coming to his house to play music.
Yeah, I was for other reasons. But anyway, so I met Devin, and we exchanged numbers and just like talked about playing music. And then I think really the catalyst that happened was when Taking Back Sunday came to play at the Pavilion. We were walking right across the bridge from downtown, and then Jackson's like literally walking by, and he like turns, and so Jackson went to school with my wife, and he was like, Jessica, and it was like this whole like, if you know Jackson, this is like such like
Dance routine.
like, oh yeah, totally dance return. But he like turned, and he was like, what are you doing here? And then it was like this whole thing.
That's 100% accurate.
Yeah, and so like it was like, wow, okay. And then so we ended up having to go through all like the COVID checks and stuff. So he was talking about building guitars, and I was like, that's awesome. Like I'm trying to learn to play guitar. And so he has an awesome company called Pack North Guitar, where he builds guitars, but also
Defunct?
Well, in a slump, I think would be the right term.
Okay, sorry.
Please let me build your guitar.
Yeah, for sure. So anyways, so him and I linked up, but fast forward like a year, or I don't know, 6 months later, we changed numbers in that moment because I was just looking to play with anybody, and I was playing with another group, and there was a snowstorm, and only Jackson came over, and Ethan came over that night because we didn't have a drummer. And
No, the time I came over wasn't with Jackson. I met him with
so it was just
Devin,
you.
but-
Yeah,
It was me, you, and Jared.
Yes.
Okay. So, anyways, fast forward. I was like, that was so much fun. Jackson just like led us through the whole thing, and someone that doesn't play music at all was like, this is awesome. and then Devin was in the mix, and then I was like, well, let's get Ethan and Devin, and basically I was trying to get Ethan, and I didn't know Devin at all. And
What do you mean? I kidnapped you.
yeah, no, but I didn't know you, and I had some
I gave you
pretty big
Stockholm
reservations because of said kidnapping. I was like, I don't really want to be in the same room as him without Ethan there. Like, I was like, all right, like, but yeah. So basically, what's happened was like I had so much fun playing with Jackson. It was awesome, and then really looking to play with anybody, and then my friend Jared, who was playing drums with me, moved to the West Side, so. It just like organically happened one night that we were all together, and Jen just started playing, and it was awesome. So
Yeah.
I don't know, whoever has like a different variation.
on my end, what happened was Dylan would not stop harassing me all the time about playing music.
Yeah.
And my life's pretty busy with the business and the other band and managing that. And I was like, dude, I don't have any time to do this. I have no desire. We weren't trying to he wasn't trying to make a band, but he was just like, you come play with me. And I came out with a totally different set of guys besides Dylan. And it was fine, but I'm like, I don't have time for this. And then I introduced him to Devin, and we're talking, and he heard that Devin plays music, and he's like, oh, you play music? You got to come to my house and play. And as soon as Devin, because Devin hadn't been in a band in a while, as soon as Devin said that he was interested, it was like tugged at my heartstrings because we started playing music together.
Right.
And it had been so long, and I was like, I have no choice now but to go back to Dylan's house and play music.
I have a nice house. You fucking like it. Dude. Don't even don't like talk like my house sucks, dude.
No, it
I don't
doesn't
like what you're
suck,
saying.
but I wasn't like looking to do that with my time at all.
Yeah, okay.
But because
It was the food.
Devin said he was interested, I was like, all right, I gotta go.
You didn't have like a Nintendo or anything, maybe, or Sega? Like,
Did I?
No, just
No.
joking.
Yeah.
That always
That
got
was
me
it.
over to people's
Oh,
house.
yeah. we cooked food for a while.
Oh,
They
that's
kept them
what
there
it
for a while.
That kept us coming back
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
But then Jackson was there the first time that we were there, first time we met.
It was
and
just
I was
us
playing
four.
drums.
Yeah.
Well, and I remember that too. So originally in that first band, in big air quotes, you had asked me, hey, we already have guitars, but if you want to write some lyrics and sing, we could do that. And I was like, I've never been a singer before. This sounds crazy. So I wrote all these lyrics during the snowstorm or whatever. And band never happened. I got these 2 dumb songs that'll never go anywhere because they're terrible. And no, they're bad. We didn't use them. But then when the 4 of us were together, Ethan was like, well, I like Scream. I was like, I'd never heard of Nixon Rodeo. I didn't know anything about it. So we're like, well, give him a mic. And he just, just hits it.
Just pig squeals.
Just pig squeal. No, he started singing. I don't remember what song we were covering, and to me it was like, oh, that's what we need. Because
Yeah,
that
you're looking
sounds
for.
awesome. And then he was like, well, I played drums in my other band. It would be cool to not play the drums. And then,
Well,
I don't-
I had a
Yeah.
like specific conversation with Devin, just saying like, I feel like I'm just gonna regurgitate everything I've already done with Nixon Rodeo and this other band, and that doesn't sound exciting to me at all. And he's like,
Right.
well, then why don't you just sing? I'm like, well, I don't know,
True.
I'm not very
This
good.
happened.
And
Look
he
at
was
you.
like, well, you only get good if you like practice.
yeah, get
Right.
good.
It's like, okay, I'll try.
Yeah, that's awesome. I want to get more into the later and like the beginnings of it, like how you got your sound and everything. After we take a quick little break and play the Spokast hot list, and we're gonna do this a little bit like differently than usual because like we can't go deep into every question, but I want to like have you all say it at the same time and see how many we get right at the same time.
Oh, no.
Like simultaneously say it?
like as simultaneously as you can.
Okay.
Like you're a band, so you know how to like do things together.
in harmony. So we had to harmonize.
Barely.
Oh,
Usually doesn't go real.
what are those?
So the
Nobody likes
Spokast hot
harmonies.
list is a name association game. I'm going to say a word, and you're going to say the first word that comes to your mind
Jackson.
as it relates to Spokane. And so, and you can, and obviously, Ethan, you can play along because your answers have probably maybe changed over the last year.
Okay, yeah.
So, and this could be Spokane Valley, it can be Coeur d'Alene, anywhere in our region. It doesn't just need to be Spokane.
Is this a speed game? Are we going for as fast as we can?
He's really
just-
good at that.
It's just like I'm gonna say a word, and then I want you to say a first word that comes to your mind as it relates. So, like I'll say park, and then you all are gonna say
Riverfront.
Lakeview Terrace.
Riverfront. I was thinking the wagon.
okay, riverfront, perfect. This might be harder to do it all at once.
Okay.
Let's go one by one. We'll start with these and then go down. So, and then
Okay.
we'll be quick. Coffee,
White dog.
Nope.
Indaba.
A wake up call.
burger,
Durkins.
Priors.
Pass.
Even though I never had this, the milk bottle.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of milk, can we take a quick break here? If you love hamburgers and Spokane, try jug of milk. Thank you.
It's just fresh on my brain, but Emrys is like the first burger that comes to my brain. But they're like brand new, so yeah, all about it.
Ooh, where's this at?
It's Liberty Lake, so Travis
Oh.
from Cochinedo and Thomas
Oh,
from
yeah,
Bellwether.
I've heard about
so
it. I've heard
10
about
of
this.
10
Shout
would
out
recommend, but that's like
A new burger in town. I have to go try.
dude,
Perfect.
yeah, great smash burger.
Oh man, I love a smash burger. I need one now. Shopping.
Fast. Ethan.
Bro, you're so bad at Valley Mall.
Northtown.
Yeah, the Valley Mall, I guess. Yeah.
If you say Amazon, everyone on
Yeah,
here is
what the
going to
hell?
I
punch
don't
you.
have anything.
Sick.
You suck
Not a
at
big
this.
shopper.
The little shop
I
down
didn't
here in
ask.
the community center.
Missouri. Perfect.
Yep.
Brewery.
Boneyard.
That's not true. Okay, you're an idiot. That's out of Oregon, but Lumberbeard.
Lumberbeard.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
they did this special, what would you call it?
That's a Hellas.
No, I
but-
don't care about that.
Yeah,
I
like
do
it's a
care
private
about
label. They
Private
they
label.
worked with us, and I think it's our collaboration between a band and a brewery. So
They made us our own beer, Lithium Dreams.
yeah,
Ooh.
it's awesome. So 10 out of 10 recommend. I mean, I have like
Lumber beer.
this is my category, so I want to name every brewery, but I will just say thanks, Lumberbeard.
Yeah.
Ooh. Sweet treats.
Sweet frostings.
Spokane.
I don't know.
Sweet treat.
I'll go again. Sweet frostings.
Keep it cycling through. Keep it cycling through.
Could be,
Pete's Bells.
could be donuts too.
Donuts. Sorry.
Casual Friday.
No, it was a. They're. Okay.
God, you guys.
Mike's Donuts. I just had that. That was pretty
Ooh,
good.
yeah.
I prefer 2 gallons of Tillamook ice cream on the weekend.
Ooh, yeah. That's pretty. It's regional. It's
regional.
I buy it from
Northwest.
Safeway. Safeway for ice cream.
Where do you get your? Where do you go to for brunch?
Brunching at.
I have 3 children. I haven't been to brunch in 8 years.
The first one that comes to mind, I haven't been there a long time, but the Inland Pacific Kitchen brunch is out of control. It's been a long time. Though.
I actually have one. Wall Street Diner.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, forget
Yeah.
about it.
You and all the 80-year-olds.
Yeah. The Crimson Hearth. I think they changed their name.
So that was like my honorable mention. It's just is it just Crimson Door
I think
or
it's
just
Crimson Door now.
Crimson
Yeah.
Door, yeah.
Changed their name.
It's
It's
out in the
awesome.
valley, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Neighborhood.
Valley.
East Farms. Otis Orchards. Shout out. Represent. Gang, gang.
Get off. Sorry. Eaglewood.
Eaglewood always up to no good.
Is that what they say? Is that what they're saying?
We're in a gang.
You guys see this
Is
guy?
there a sign?
We're in a gang, yeah.
Also the Valley, yeah. Central Valley.
Visual artist.
What is it? What does that mean?
Like,
What do you mean?
Jesse Pierpoint.
yeah, like
Are you saying
What
like
is
any
that?
artist in town?
any artist, yeah,
Yeah, Jesse Pierpoint's like one of my favorite artists in town.
yeah. He's amazing. He did an amazing hoop job on the Hoop Fest poster.
You heard of Dynamite? No, I'm just kidding. Godfeedy.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't have anything for this.
That's fine.
I'm not big in art.
No,
Anybody
nothing?
that can draw.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Shout out to Spokane who can draw.
Yeah.
Terrain people. Pizza.
Oh, River City, dude.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I think Market Street is obviously on the top of the brain.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
I like Flying Goat a lot.
Flying Goat is good.
yeah, I gotta
Flying
say.
Goat
If it wasn't so far away, I would go there.
What's the valley place you said last time? I feel like you said a place in the valley. Maybe
Did
that
I?
was somebody
Have you been to
different.
Piccolo's?
Boston's Pizza.
I love Piccolo for the organization.
There's a place on
Everyone
like
says that's really good.
57th, or is it 57th? Like really deep val, like right by like CV. I've heard it's an amazing pizza, but it's like it's too far away for me to go, and I just always forget about it.
7th or is it 16th?
Northwest.
There's a Northwest Pizza next to No Drop.
That's
Brewery.
pretty good.
Oh, it's like in a strip mall, like by like CV. I don't
Kinda
know
sounds
how
like no
far.
doubt.
I don't know how far the streets go up in the valley. I don't spend much time in the valley, so not because I don't want to. Just
We'll
'cause
take
I'm
you on
not
a
there.
pizza tour.
Yeah.
Pizza
Yep.
tour all day.
Yeah.
Two spots in the valley.
There's a couple. It's a good tour.
Music venue.
Well, now the first thing that comes to mind is Chameleon
Same.
because they did our
Definitely.
album
Yeah.
release.
Yeah. I'd say Chameleon first. Old school, Cretan Hop when it was on Howard.
Oh, yes.
That was bananas,
It
dude.
was bananas. That was
Cat Lady in the back. Did you guys ever meet Cat Lady or Bag Lady?
There's too many ladies to name.
Yeah, there was a lot of ladies in the Cretan Hop.
I was just like, these games are hard for me because I just want to name everybody.
Yeah.
Like I was talking about the Pin today, and I was
Oh,
like,
the
that was
Pin,
awesome.
yeah.
And,
Yeah.
like,
A
you
Club,
know,
yeah.
A Club, and
Yeah.
Club was cool.
the Knit is huge, and
Boulevard was cool.
Service Station.
Service
Actually,
Station.
I'm pulling it back.
Hey!
Come on,
Service
Service Station.
Yeah.
That's
Is that
what's up.
still out there? What are they doing?
I love Big Dipper
Or
for
coffee.
it just being so like intimate and
Absolutely.
like
Yeah,
grungy.
Ryan's the
They
man.
just throw bangers,
Or the
man.
Empyrean. I like the. That's
Oh,
where
the
we
old
went to
school.
all of
Yeah,
our
yeah.
first shows. For
That was 3 years later's first show. There were chairs. Everybody sat for our show.
I think we had that same thing at some point.
We didn't let anybody. They didn't stand. They were not impressed.
That building's available. That space is available for lease. If anyone wants to open the old Empyrean.
Ooh, did they ever?
All right, let's do it.
Oh,
Shake my hand, or I'm leaving.
I think you need sprinklers still.
Well, still, I thought we raised money for that already.
I don't.
2 more questions. Event.
Oh, Pig Out, dude.
Name them all.
Yeah, that's a big one. Hoop Fest.
I love Pig Out.
Bloomsday, just because I remember doing Junior Bloomsday as a kid.
Never done
Yeah.
Bloomsday.
I'm just gonna take a
Not
longer
surprising.
answer. I hate all the events. No offense. I don't like crowds,
You hate people.
and I don't like the heat. Yeah, but it's like Bloomsday, Who Fest. I'm like,
You play in
I
a
just
band.
avoid all of it. I avoid it all.
You
I
sell all the
understand.
tickets, dude.
Yeah,
How- This guy.
impromptu barbecues at my house. That's the best event in town. Nobody knows
I
about.
thought you were a
but-
one party kind of
Oh,
guy.
shut up. We're not coming over anymore.
And the last question, which is kind of catered to you,
Tate's Garage.
is band. And you could say yourself,
Oh,
Spokane.
Spokane, yeah.
I'm gonna. First one that comes to mind is Good Kid, Bad Ideas. Or Good Kids, Bad Ideas. Yeah.
Mayday transmission.
Yeah.
Never heard of that. I'm sorry. I don't know.
You weren't in the scene, dude.
Death by Pirates. Devin
by
was in that
Pirates.
band. I brought them up as
You
a
can't bring them
favorite.
up.
Pandering.
You did.
Pandering.
It's pandering for sure.
Yeah.
Arcadia is fire.
I remember that name.
You remember that?
Is burning.
It's burning.
Arcadia.
Awesome. Name.
Arcadia is burning.
Wow, that's crazy. They just ripped him off.
You remember that? Oh, Arcade Fire?
Yeah, dude.
Arcadia is burning. Oh,
Oh,
You're just pretty.
oh my! It's been 15 years.
All right. Well, let's get into the rest of the beginnings of Nothing Shameful and how you got to your first album, Never Be the Same. I was doing a little research today and I was typing in Nothing Shameful. The first thing that came up was Dance Devin Dance has a song called Nothing Shameful, and I want to know if that has any inspiration to the name, because I know that you love Dance Devin
I do.
Dance, and I don't want to.
I'm wearing this shirt right now.
Oh yeah, you are, and I don't want to put you on the spot to say if you name Nothing Shameful after that song, but is it?
We did, but not necessarily.
don't say
because,
we.
Yeah, it's not. This isn't a we thing.
I just
so
learned about this like a
fatigued.
month ago.
And, yeah.
Yeah, it was from fatigue, but I guess to go back to, because Colin's not here. Also, when I said I didn't want to play drums, then
He is
Devin
here. I
was
don't know
like,
why you keep saying
"Oh,
that.
sorry, Robot's here." Devin's like, "Well, just sing," and then our friend Colin can play drums, and he's incredible. So anyway, he came in, and then we're playing, and we're just throwing band ideas, lots of ridiculous ones, and then some decent ones. I thought we were getting closer. I made even logos for 3 different ones that were in contention. I was like, okay, if they see a logo, maybe they'll pick one.
Drove us away.
I thought we were gonna do it. Then they're all like,
Your art is
no,
not
no.
that good.
And then I think Devin and I were even hanging out. We're going out on town drinking, and then while I was drunk,
me.
I texted the
Of
group.
course, without you.
Nothing Shameful. It is a song from Dance Gavin Dance, which is a band that I love. And then in the morning when I woke up, everyone's like, yeah, that's pretty good. And so that's how it goes. And so I always wear a Dance Gavin Dance shirt in all of our videos as a little Easter egg to
Yeah.
that. But
That's cool.
they're not
Cease
a
and
direct.
desist, isn't it?
Yeah,
They're just
that's coming soon.
oh,
They're
so
definitely
you
not
said that,
a
huh?
direct inspiration to our style. I think there's little things that come into play, but they're way more technical than us. So they're not a very.
She's just throwing us under the bus. over here.
Bro, we're way worse. No, they're just a different genre
Yeah.
than us. But I guess within the same vein, if a fan liked them, they might like us.
What were the names on the shopping room floor?
What was the
room
other
floor.
one?
Wish
we had?
Kick?
I had a few.
There was that.
Yeah, Wish
There was,
Kick.
there,
Front.
there's
I
another
said
one that was from a
Machine
Taking
Front.
Back
that
Sunday.
TBS line.
Yeah, what was that?
That Brutal You.
That
Yeah.
Brutal You.
That was a cool one.
That was, no.
You didn't like that?
No, I did not.
It's not here
This is
anymore.
why. This is why we did not.
You did not say this when we talked about
You
this.
should have voiced your
There's
opinion.
one
I
more
did.
that
That's
I
why we
made.
don't have it as a name.
I don't remember the other one, but
suck
there
so
were
bad.
3 that have logos
Okay.
in my computer.
It's there.
I think
They
it was those
exist.
3: Wish Kick,
Wow.
That Brutal You,
Oh,
and
Wish Kick. That's right.
And
No, there's a third.
oh, I don't know.
But before I move on, what's Jugga?
It's the premier milk brand
They're
in
your
Spokane.
sponsor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got
And-
approached.
Okay.
So our first music video is actually our second show ever. I was dressed up as a milkman. Every show I wear a professional costume grade costume on stage, and that just happened to be a milkman.
True.
And then we did our first music video, Brick Lungs, which I also reprised my role as the milkman. We each had a character. And from there, Jugga-Milk, the premier milk brand of the United States,
Yeah.
they approached us and they said, you guys are the face and the voice that we want to have as our brand. And so we decided to sign on with Jugamilk.
That's cool. That's awesome. I don't.
Keep talking. Yeah.
I don't know
it's
why
fine.
he's laughing.
It's not a laughing matter.
It's a great sponsorship.
Don't know why I'm
As a
laughing.
professional sponsorship of Jugamilk and a ambassador of the dairy product, it was an honor.
It's an honor. It's very much an honor. Yeah.
The packaging is great. The milk is delicious.
Yeah.
They pay us.
You should try some.
You should try
Yeah.
some.
Me now?
Yeah.
Well, I've struggled with lactose intolerance my whole life.
No, I think
You
you
should. You probably should let your sponsors know that.
Yeah. That's a crazy thing to say.
Have you ever even tried it?
Wait,
So you
didn't
don't
we?
even drink Jugamilk.
No, I do. I power through it though.
But it's 98% not paint. So
Yeah.
I don't know about the dairy content, but
Oh man.
it's been in there a little while. It's been in there since the album release.
It's
Oh,
the
man.
only milk that doesn't go bad.
I don't do this.
You don't want me to drink? Oh, I won't drink.
You can do it.
It smells real. I don't really want to. It smells really
It's
bad.
probably not toxic. If
Stop,
it's like
stop
just
saying that.
Elmer's glue.
But no, only because we kept it in the jars
Yeah,
for so
no,
long.
this is not a
It's
Jugamilk
not paint.
This
like
is-
product
it's-
issue. It's not a Jugamilk
This
product
is just
issue.
for show. Like
Like this
you-
is a half drink
Yeah,
bottle. Like there's so
exactly.
many rolling around.
Yeah.
If you buy some at the Safeway where I buy my Tillamook ice cream, you will find good Jugamilk.
So getting back to the like name of the band and everything, but like how like when you were getting together and like you were coming up with a sound, like how did you land on where you're at? Like was it just when I listened to your album Never Be the Same, like I get very strong, I don't want like genre, like giving you a genre, but like it's very emo. Like
Yeah,
and I'm sure you get that, and I love emo.
No, we embrace
and
it.
Yeah,
and
for
I feel
sure.
like emo is like that genre is like very much like somewhat coming back.
For sure.
Like, but how did you decide to like go with that sound? Was it like, were you doing other sounds? Like, how did you land on it?
Yeah, it felt really natural. So at the time when we started playing, we hadn't written anything. And so we were doing covers of bands we liked.
Yeah.
Dope Calypso by...
Really obscure
Yeah, like
stuff
what-
that we like.
Violent Solo, Wonder Years. We like the Wonder Years. Taking Back Sunday. Brand New, Hot Mulligan, and like it was just something that we all liked and we could agree on. Like we couldn't all agree on covering Metallica for some reasons. I won't get into that.
They don't know
Guys.
Master of Puppets. I just want you guys to know this.
You don't know anything.
That was a conversation that
That
we
we
had
won't go
later.
there because this is live, right?
Somewhat, yeah.
Anyway, so we were doing covers, and then it just kind of naturally happened where, I mean, I personally don't enjoy playing covers, and I don't get a lot of sauce from it. So when it came time, I was like, well, like I'd been Colin and I here. Sorry, we carpool to practice every day, and I remember telling him, dude, I've got like 3 songs that might actually be pretty awesome, but I'm too afraid to show the guys.
Did that conversation happen?
It actually happened.
No way.
They did.
Because I still remember the moment that we were screwing about. I don't know. And Devin literally turned to Jackson. He's like, play something in D minor. And he was just like talking about just like a chord, I think to tune or something. It was like along the lines of like.
He just said
it
play
was-
something minor.
No,
Yeah.
no, it was like specifically D minor. I
remember
think.
that.
I'm pretty
I don't
positive.
know. Something
And then
like-
he breaks out a whole song. Like it was like front to back. Oh, yeah, sure. And he like goes and he's like, you're going to do this, you're going to do this, blah, 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 blah. And like that's what happened. And like that was like specifically how like happened. And everyone was like shook by it.
And what I remember too is from the like first practice where I'm playing drums and then we're just playing covers. The next practice when we brought Colin to play drums and me sing, Jackson's in like the mindset of, oh, Ethan does heavy vocals, so we'll just do heavy stuff. And then I'm like, I also can't do that the entire time. And so he brings a more aggressive song that seems kind of forced. And then he's like, well, I have this one song called Coat. And then we're like, all like, yes, that's what we want to do. And
Gotcha.
it's more in that kind of like, I guess, what you would say that alternative, like emo vein.
Where like do you start being like a band that just like comes and like plays together as like just for fun to like actually deciding like we're gonna write songs and make a band? Like is there a time where you're like we're gonna be a cover band or do gigs like that? Like was that ever a moment where you're like we're gonna do gigs where we can like do covers and stuff like that?
Kind of. We had to have some real conversations about like what we wanted to do.
Right, because you're all adults and you all have like real jobs. So
Right.
like it's hard to like be like, I'm gonna add being in a band like to my list of things I'm gonna do now. Especially if you have kids or married or have a business. I'm not sure what you do, Devin. I'm sure you're
Yes.
very busy as well.
No, I don't do anything. I just sit at home, stare at the paint.
Waiting for them to like call you.
Yep. Just can't wait.
And then but yeah, like that has to be like a pretty big decision.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I mean, it felt pretty natural to
Yeah.
where it was like, well, we're already here jamming and this is fun. Which I think it's fun, but I would prefer to write. And so I was like, well, if we have a song we could try. And then the next thing was like, well, we have one song. What if we did 2 songs? And I was like, well, we have 2 songs that both we're not good at. So let's add a third song we don't know. And but yeah, along the way over the last 2 years, I mean, we've had conversations every 3, 4, 5 months of like, okay, we're going into the studio. Jackson, shut up. Stop feeding songs. We're going to do this for a little while. Or we've got shows coming up. So, I mean, I don't know. I felt like it was a natural progression, but it went from, we're going to play some covers because that's all we know to, well, do we have any more songs? Do we have any more songs? So
Devin and I have also been playing in bands for quite a while, and
Right.
I've been in Nixon Rodeo for now like 14 years. So I'm just used to like that. Like you make a band, it's all your own brand. Like the most fun I ever have actually doing music is one, if it's a really good show and on stage, that's awesome. But I usually have the most fun when I'm like writing a new song with the band.
Yeah.
And after that practice, it's like this really cool, like
That creative
high
process, yeah.
of just like, oh man, that was so fun.
Yeah.
And you're like doing something completely new. And so I've never like had any other desire except for like just creating new stuff, I guess, with people.
Yeah. So what was your first song you like finished and like completed and like was like this? What was that first song? Was it Brick Lungs or was
Must
it?
have been Code.
yeah, it was probably
Yeah, it had to be Coat.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
probably Coat. I think it was Coat and
Lucy
were the first 2.
Was Lucy second?
And Sleep. Cuz Coat, Lucy and Sleep I think were the first.
These are songs
3.
that Jackson had also had like for himself to do more like piano focused, like, but that he brought to the group, right?
Yeah. Yeah, these were all basically already demoed out on the piano.
Oh.
And I thought, hey, like this would make some really cool like a piano album or something.
So what were you doing? Like before? I should have got into that. Like before, Nothing Shameful. Were you already trying to be an like recording artist?
No.
Or are you just doing stuff for fun as
just
well?
being in the basement. Yeah, that's what I was doing.
The mush verse.
Just the mush verse is what we call my basement.
Yeah.
No, nothing. I mean, and so when this came out, I was like, hey, I haven't played in a band. I did an acoustic duo, 5 or 6 years prior. And so it was an opportunity like, oh, like let's do the band thing again.
Yeah.
And so no aspirations at all.
You're writing music and your wife loved it and your mom loved it. And then I came in and I ruined it.
Yes, they do not like these. Well, they do like them now, but
That is such a hard thing to do. Like people make music all the time, and like they're like it's the whole like American Idol thing. Like, oh, you're an amazing singer. You should go try for American Idol. And you get on American Idol and you suck. And but it's different when like you start making music and you're like, this actually does sound good. We should actually make the commitment to like write an album and create an album, and then that's what you ended up doing with Never Be the Same. And I know that process probably took a really long time to get to like releasing it earlier this year. But like when you're coming up with like you're a band and you're gonna start because like you kind of. I mean, I feel like last year, like I remember hearing about Nothing Shameful. You were doing.
I think we just finished
yeah.
in the studio at that time 1 year ago.
Oh, okay.
But I was like pretty balls deep in all the Nixon
Yeah,
stuff.
because you were also releasing an album for them, and I mean, like, but you also weren't. Had you been performing much, like, prior to releasing the album? Like, had you been doing shows locally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a couple. I don't.
like 3 or 4.
Yeah, maybe.
We try not to play like overplay too, because
Yeah.
we really try to make a very memorable, especially for Nothing Shameful. Very memorable, unique show every time. And so we don't try to oversaturate ourselves. So every time people are really excited and they don't know what stupid wackiness is going to happen.
Yeah. That's such a hard thing in Spokane because, like, if you start doing shows all the time, people just stop coming.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot with a lot of artists in Spokane, and it is one of those things like, oh, I already saw that person, that band, and I don't need to go see. I understand, like, doing a 21 and over show and then doing an all ages show. It's totally different, but like doing shows all the time, because then you want to keep it exciting, right?
Yeah.
So I definitely understand that. So yeah, I mean, getting into Never Be the Same, like where did this start? The creative process start? But obviously it was like some of your first songs too.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, the idea. I mean, we really did one song, and like I said, then 2 songs, and then we had reached a point where we had 3 or 4 songs. And we were like, are we going to do an album? And then we just said, all right, we're going to do an album. And so the process kind of remained the same, where I would have lyrics and kind of the main structure for the song. And we'd reach a point where we've got 3 songs. Those are, good enough. Let's add a 4th. Or, we have a show coming up. We don't want to play the same, dumb songs again. Songs are ridiculous. I don't know.
Playing
That was
covers
my
that no one
take,
knows.
but I also, what was your experience like, Devin?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Take a drink. I don't know. What do you think? Does that seem accurate?
Yeah, I think it was just the goal of once we started writing stuff, and we were really excited about it, of just like, let's get a full. I'm a big fan of like actual albums. Yeah. I know we're all just huge music lovers, so we like to dive into things, and having a full like package together was really important. And then the songs felt like they were like kind of being connected, especially like Jackson writes most of the lyrics, and then with me singing them, I'm like learning these lyrics and like finding all these ties together.
Yeah.
And so it like felt like it's definitely not a story or anything linear, but there's almost a connection in every song to maybe a different song. And then even when we're doing our visuals, it was really important for us to like add things and Easter eggs and fun little like secret things that people can dive into extra if they want to. And so it just felt like, let's make this more full encompassing like art project versus just like, let's release some songs.
I was gonna say, when you were releasing all your singles, I like looking at the singles and EP covers, like they very much like all are very cohesive, and like a lot of artists don't think about that. They just like release music, and it's like one album cover is different and the other album cover is different, but like to have like cohesion and actually have it make sense up to your album release, like, is really thoughtful. Like, is that something you were very, obviously you were trying to do that, but like what was the thought process behind that? Just to be professional, like, basically?
You want to shout out Kat?
I'll let you shout out Kat, but
Okay.
yeah, she's incredibly talented
I love
artist.
Kat!
Yeah, we all do. But no, I think like going back to your former question and this question, I think it's really just a product of like just like experience and hard work. I mean, everybody, like Ethan, Devin, and Jackson just have so much.
Not Colin.
Well, here, hold on. I mean, he does too, but I would say like on a more showmanship front, like, performing in bands and stuff. So like Ethan obviously has the most, being in Nixon and like kind of bringing forth the most effort, and like he's kind of already been down that path. And so I think it just shows like the execution of it was so much more easy with this group of guys, where just their experience really shine through, and like it was just easy to pump out an album for them because of combining all their like collective experience. And Colin also had a project with
Beautiful Whales.
Beautiful Whales.
Great,
I
check
don't
it
ever
out.
know
It's
what
on
it is
Spotify.
because Jackson just knocks it every time, so I never know what the actual name is.
I love the band.
Yeah,
Look up Beautiful Whales.
But yeah, like being Death by Pirates 3 years later, and Nixon, I think it just shows kind of like this crescendo of like all these things coming together and just like clicking. And I think that when you experience all those things, it's really easy to produce on a higher level. You've 10x'd at this point. So now, like, what is people's starting point? Like, ours was so much further ahead because of everybody's combined experience. I'm excluding myself in this one, but I would say on a branding level, like that was important that like our stuff was cohesive, because that's what brands are, I think.
Yeah.
And you know, like we're just a brand for our music. So
Yeah, shout out to Katarzyna Sepik. She's the artist that did all of the hand drawings that we use for that.
Yeah.
And so it kind of just started, all the things with Nothing Shameful have like, as they've grown and there's things that are all connected to each other and even hidden things people still don't really realize yet. They didn't necessarily, we didn't know them all at the very beginning, but like Brick Lungs had a pretty, a good idea of what I was like wanting the art to be and asked Kat to draw that. And then once she drew that, I was like, okay, I want all of these singles to be in the same thing, but it's going to like rotate every time. It's going to rotate and it's going to be in the same like drawing, and each one's going to have its own like color scheme, and they're each going to have other little elements combined into it. So there was a lot of thought that went into it as each one came through, and then wanting to add these little tiny special pieces as well that, again, not everyone's even going to care about, but to us it was like really fun to try to make it a bigger, more purposeful thing. Like you said, a lot of bands, you focused on getting the music out, and then you're like, fuck, we have to have like art for it.
Yeah.
It's always been like easier / harder for me, since I'm a graphic designer, that I can create that, but then I get really like obsessed and it takes me a long time with it. So having another artist involved to take care of the main like visual element and then just designing it afterward was helpful. But instead of just being like, here's the art that we basically have to put out the song, now it was, let's make this whole thing a package to also show how intentional we have been since the beginning for the full album.
Yeah. No, it's awesome.
Yeah, and two, I mean, it started with, you know, had we not had the record sound so good production-wise, I don't know if personally I would have thought, yeah, let's spend the time on the art. Like, I love the songs. I thought they were well structured, but Jimmy Hill at Amplified Wax,
This was all recorded.
all
Amplified.
Jimmy,
Nice,
yeah. And so that was, I think we were in the studio for like 14 days, you know, over a couple of weeks.
That's amazing.
And he put in so much time. I mean, he and I went back and forth for weeks and weeks and weeks after we were, you know, done being booked and going, how's this? And so that time when we got it back, we said, all right, this is something special.
Yeah.
The art and the thought process behind that, we should have just as much thought to it as we did the actual music, because you know, we spent all that time, and that was Ethan's thing too. I mean, I was, you know, I'm not an art guy as far as colors and pictures. The way Ethan said that. So yeah, that was, you know, had the album not been, you know, had Jimmy not spent so much time on it and done such a good job, I don't know that we would have felt as compelled to really push it out, because it just sounds.
Yeah.
I mean, I listen to it now and I still I know it's like, it's our songs and it sounds weird, but I listen to the production of it and I just go, oh,
Yeah.
that sounds awesome.
I got to watch Jimmy master a track for my friend Jinx Universe, and watching him do that, just like stuff that he was just given, and then like watching him work on that, I couldn't imagine what his like workflow's like when he's making a rock album, because I imagine it's just.
Can I tell you? We walked in on a Wednesday, and Colin and I walk in, and we walk into the big live room, and he's setting up the drums. I'm like, gee, there's a lot of microphones here. He looks up, he goes, yeah, there's 21 microphones. I was like, oh, wow, we're doing it big. Okay.
Do it in style.
We're doing the thing. So yeah, just huge production value. I mean, just love that guy. He produces all the Nixon.
Yeah.
We produced the 3 years later. Not we. He did. He produced the 3 years later album in the basement of his house. Back, you know, when he was doing that.
He did Devin and my old band.
I mean,
he did
Jimmy's
Devin's band, Death
Yeah.
by Pirates. So he's definitely the Faja.
Legendary. I mean, there's just so much other things to talk about. Like when you're coming out, like, and gaining like a following, like how you have, because I will say I might be proudly the 3,000th monthly listener, and I'm sure that's like I'm sure that fluctuates a lot, but like having 3,000 monthly listeners like is nothing to sneeze at on Spotify. It takes a lot of work to get there. I watch my friends like get their listening counts, and like having it go up by 500 is impressive to them. So like how do you gauge like your success as you've like released the album and do shows? Like what's been the response?
So starting out was interesting just because I've been in an established band for a long time, and I'm the one that's a decent amount of the face of Nixon between Brian and I, because we've been around the whole time, but I'm doing most of the like promo. So I think when the announcement came out, people were very curious to know what it was going to be, especially since I was going to be doing vocals. And so that was cool to know that we already had eyes to see what the curiosity was. But then it also was a little bit like, well, what are people going to think? I was pretty self-conscious about my like vocal ability. And then, so I know like I talked to all of them individually like about that, and with Jackson a lot about like, well, I wonder what like people that do like Nixon that are at least an audience enough, are they going to be accepting of this? So that was interesting going into it. But then once we put Brick Lungs out with a music video, that was very creative and fun. But even though the music is not silly, the visuals are like creative and silly. I think
has
that
a very
brought attention.
Foo Fighters esque, like early Foo Fighters, like I think everything that Foo Fighters do like is probably, they do a little tongue in cheek for the videos, even though the lyrics are freaking serious. So and Make Waves, right?
Make Waves did the Brick Lungs video and the Selkirk video.
Nice.
Shout out, John.
Hi, John.
And speaking of that, if you love John, please drink some jug of milk.
It's his favorite drink.
It's his favorite drink.
J&J.
Thank you.
I have to ask about the Nothing Shameful memes account. How did...
Yeah, Jackson. Yeah, I too would actually like to ask a few things.
I saw this come up like right around the time when Nothing Shameful started, and I was like, oh, this is funny. Like I had a friend make a meme account about me for my running stuff a long time ago, and then I was like, and I saw this and I was like, this is clever, and so you must have really good fans that are making meme accounts for you.
How did we stumble upon this?
Yeah. How did we?
Oh, wasn't it Jackson? He was like, "Hey, look what I found, guys!
Kendra found the other.
Look what Kendra
found the other. We have a meme account, and everyone's like, "What?
What are you talking
There's
about?"
3 followers. He's like, "Yeah, Kendra found this the other day," and lo and behold, Kendra doesn't have an Instagram, so that's
She does. Go follow her. She's a lovely lady.
that's not even true.
She is lovely.
No,
Jeez, Dylan.
No. To make a long, boring story short, my brother, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
And we were out at Sush one day. Sushi House. Shout out Sushi House. Please sponsor us.
That's good.
Sush.
I was elbows deep in a big old roll, and he was showing me all these memes he's been making, just or he'd been finding.
Yeah.
He finds the funniest memes, and he can't really share them on the family chat. We're a little aggressive for that, so I get them all, and they're very funny. And we were talking about the band and practice, and it just I don't know. We just kept talking, and it was like, hey, you should make a meme account. I think it started because I was like, you need somewhere to post these. These are great.
Yeah.
What if you just made a meme account about the band? And he was like, I'll do it tonight. And so then 2 days later, he had like 18 loaded in the cannon.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, how are they going to find it? You got to tag them. It went like a while before you found it, maybe like 24 to 48 hours.
We would have never found it probably if you didn't tell us about it.
So then I was like, oh no, Kendra found this on her Instagram. And
So you were really surprised when you found it.
Yeah, we were
very
dying.
surprised.
We were dying laughing after practice, just like dying, and we're like, "Who could this be?" We're
They're
all
very
questioning.
personal memes. Too.
Yeah.
Stuff
Right.
that no one else
Yeah,
would
there's
know.
no way.
That, unless you were in the
All
band
signs
room.
pointed to Jackson the whole time.
They did ramp up. At first, we're like, it could be a fan, but then we were like, these are too close. But the greatest thing about it, it was getting so many eyes on us that it was like, this is the great, this is
20
the
of 'em.
best part.
Yeah.
This is the best thing that could have been for the band, because it's hard to
like
get people to
105.
care about
pretty good.
your independent music.
Yeah.
But when there's something attached to that, like humor, I was having people that text me. I'm like, I've been playing music for 16 years. You've never once asked me about anything, but you're now texting me like,
Right.
who's the meme lord?
That's so true.
We held a press conference at one point, a few
Yeah.
months in, asking the meme lord to come out. I conducted the press conference, of course. And
That's
it was so funny, dude. I would text him every time you guys would react to a meme. I text him, you did so good, man. It was so funny.
So we brought him on stage at our album release.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we had no idea for the record.
You-
You guys didn't know that was happening.
No,
I texted him the
I
night
didn't.
before. I was like,
I
dude,
thought he was quitting on stage.
Yeah.
oh, I have an announcement coming up soon. Devin knows. It's going to be
He
wild.
keeps talking about it. I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
what
gonna
it
be
Oh,
is.
you have an announcement on the podcast?
No, it'll be later. Yeah, it'll be later.
Breaking news right now.
No, so I text my brother earlier the day before, and I was like, dude, you're going to come to the show.
Yeah.
Just if you want to come up on stage and be announced as a meme lord, just be somewhere close. And I just threw it in a break, and it was awesome.
That's awesome.
Your
It was shocking.
faces were,
It was
you
shocking.
were shocked.
Yeah.
I
It was
was.
shocking.
At what point did you realize that you had something that this was something that you're gonna continue with? Because I could see how you make something, do a show, release an album, but obviously the album sounds amazing. The music's great. I miss old emo. I love. I don't know if you guys ever been to Bogue. I call him Bogue. Matt Bogue's Unifest emo night.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite nights when I can get to it. Just because it's I don't feel like I should know all the songs, but I know them all.
Yeah.
But to have the music some of people be making new music like you are you also are you getting plays on? I feel like you mentioned Rock 94.5. Do they? Is that something?
They had us play they brought back their big show called Too Broke to Rock.
Oh, right.
And so we got to play that a month ago and at the Knitting Factory. So
Nice.
Yeah.
But how's the success of the album and the band? What's next? Where are you going? And how successful has it been?
It's been really great to reach such a wide audience from a brand new band. Yeah, we definitely had a leg up from having some kind of audience that has been following the other bands. But putting it out there, and then it has naturally got to some audience around the world somehow, where I just shipped a vinyl down to Australia a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And Canada and Vermont and Ohio. Hey.
There it is.
And
she
so people are finding it. It is hard being independent. We can only do so much. There's only so much time. But when people are finding it, they're saying how impactful it actually is.
Yeah.
And that's been really rewarding. Some people have shared some pretty deep stories of how it's already affected them. And it's
Yeah.
yes, that is the reason why we're doing this.
Yeah.
Music's affected us in certain ways. We want to do that for others, and that has happened naturally, and so that feels good.
Yeah. No, I think it's very I love when artists and bands create physical everyone I feel like everyone it's coming back. Vinyl, even CDs. I have a friend who collects both and he's it's cool that the physical is coming back.
Totally.
And this is a broken record?
Yeah, I got a little upset earlier this week and took my rage.
A lot of rage this guy
Yeah,
has.
I got so much rage.
We
dude.
did 2 different colors of our vinyl, but we decided to shatter the first record of each color, just because not everyone wants vinyl because they don't listen. They don't have
I don't have a player or
a
something.
player.
Yeah.
And so we decided that everyone can get a piece of it, even if they don't care to have the whole record, if they just buy any of our merch. And so we just, this joker over here shattered these on camera, and we're just going to ship a piece of it to anyone that buys a piece of merch.
Oh, nice.
So just trying to be creative and let
Yeah.
people be involved with what we've done since the beginning. Here's the pink
That's
one.
the pink. Yeah, it's been cool, man. The success is a weird word because the fact that anybody is listening to this record is amazing to me personally. These songs weren't supposed to come out. It just kind of happened. But when we get messages, we'll get messages from people we don't know on Instagram or on Facebook or in person, and they'll just say, hey, like, you know, I had somebody close to me pass away, or my brother was going through this, and this helped me.
Yeah.
And like, I know, like, we've all had that experience with other bands, and it feels like, oh, like they're up here, but we're doing the same thing in that experience, and that's rad. I mean, that's just wild to me. So
Yeah, just to share a story. Like, one fan reached out just to say that they'd been struggling with mental health issues, and listening to the band seemed to really help them. And they said because of that, it like was helping them be a better dad because they felt like they could persevere more. And that was really rewarding to hear something like that they're like, not only do I like your music, but it's speaking to me in a way that it's telling me that I need to push through these struggles, and then it's helping me become like better for my kid.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think that's always like to get feedback. I mean, I don't get feedback like that, but to get feedback at all that someone listens to my podcast and says like, hey, like this reminds me of home. Like I listen to this now that I live in Michigan, and like I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, but to hear like, I feel like music is just so much more powerful just because like it really does like. Music brings out so emotion. Whether I told this to Homer Noel the other day when I was interviewing him, is just like how music can make you happy, it can make you sad, but it can take you back to a certain time and place, and like to create music that like even if it resonates with this one person, like that matters. And that's really cool that you're creating music like that. I should ask, what's next? Like, do you want to get signed? Like, is that is that a possibility? Like, I mean, I know it's a possibility, but like, is that something you want? Like, I think you mentioned you're gonna be starting on album number 2. Like, what's next for Nothing Shameful?
I don't know, like we all have big boy jobs.
Yeah.
Some of us are even like business owners, which makes it even more challenging, just like time wise and to get away. And so, unless being signed meant there was a label that was interested of just distributing our music more to reach more people, that would be like the only thing we're interested. We're not trying to like be on the road, be away from our families and everything. We just want to do whatever it takes to get out to more people. That's why we're being more active on social media. We're on more platforms. We're on TikTok right now, which I never was before, but just because we know that hello, China. Thanks, China.
I can't hear you over there.
I'm sorry. We know we really like believe in the music and know that if you're not everyone's gonna love it because maybe you don't like this kind of music, but if you do, we are very confident that you're gonna love it. And so we just like we're like, we just have to do what we have to do to get in front of these people, but at a realistic level, because we're not about to quit our jobs. We're not about to go on the road and make no money.
I love money so much, dude.
Yeah.
I can't not make it.
And the band doesn't make any money.
No,
Like,
it
just costs a bunch of money.
This is the funnest way to lose a lot of money, if I'm being honest. It's awesome.
I hear that a lot. True. But I think the globalization of like social media and like music like back in the 90s or even early 2000s, like if you're making music, like it's not easy to get music to people back then as it is today. And so being able to be on Spotify and Apple and all the Tidal, all the places, YouTube, like it makes it being a band and like creating a following so much more accessible than it was, even 10 years ago or 20 years ago.
And that's yes and no, because you have the more ability to get to people, but there's just so much. Yeah. It's so saturated, and there's only so much attention span people can get. Like, it's been now over a month since the record came out. At one point, we had like almost 10,000 monthly listeners. And then as time goes on, there's just too much other new stuff. So people can't keep it on the forefront. They're moving on to like other music. And you can't blame them. I do the same thing.
Totally.
So it just comes in waves, and you're just focusing on like, what can I do to still engage people and hopefully get some new stuff out. And especially with social media, like we have a lot of personality. Yeah. And we want people to like think that's fun and then engage in that way.
Yeah. I would say your stuff's pretty, I mean, I wouldn't say it's commercial, but it's poppy. Like, is there syncing options, like being able to get music on commercials, stuff like that? Like, do you think that's an option for?
We would do really well for therapy commercials. Are you sad?
You want to be more sad?
Yeah, you want to be more sad?
Yeah.
Are you a bad dad?
I mean, like, it's it's more about the
just all my descriptors.
Less about the lyrics and more about the sound. Like, I think there's a lot of people that do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's like, maybe I'm thinking too much about
That's fine. I can tell you this: we're writing new songs, and they are not poppy. So I mean, they're still this, but they won't be on any commercials. I don't think.
We've been writing new jingles for Jug of Milk because that is part of our contract. And
Contractually
so
speaking.
we will be
We also have
on
a
all
Lilac
new
City
Jug of
Comic
Milk.
Con jingle that we've
That's true.
Oh,
We did make
we've
a
never
Comic-Con
benefited
jingle.
from, but it
You
has happened.
you wrote a jingle for Nathan?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, did he hear it?
He probably doesn't even know it was us.
Yeah, it was so masked
it was
disguise.
Yeah. They sandbagged us from the beginning.
Whoa!
They didn't.
That's
Whoa.
aggressive.
Yeah. But no,
It's on.
It's a bona fide hit.
yeah.
If you look up Boone
Bonafide hit.
Swagger, the cosplay lion, we did a jingle for him.
Okay.
About the Comic-Con.
It's a earworm.
Does he know that? I want to know. I'm gonna send this to Nathan.
Okay.
I'm going
I'll
to do-
find it.
We
I'll
have
send
it.
it to you.
You have
No,
sent
I
it to him. Okay.
We have the master.
No,
For $1
It's
billion.
the best quality you've ever heard.
but no, I mean, I think like, and I won't speak for everyone, but like,
I think you should.
okay, well, Devin in particular wants
I
everyone
don't
to know.
agree to this. Whatever you're about to say.
No, I definitely think like I don't necessarily think like monetization is like, like the top tier for any of us. I think the only aspect of that is like the only thing that allows us to do is to create more. Right. And it's unfortunately like for us, it's like more or less a necessary evil. That we're like, we're not really doing it for that. I would say all of us probably has their own particular ideas of why they're doing it. But for the most part, it's like we just want to produce things for people to enjoy and hear, and evoking emotion is like the number one goal. I would say unified among the group. So, I think it's like whatever we can do to kind of ease that, because like obviously it's not that cheap to buy like everything. Not speaking from experience, purely speaking on behalf of others in this scenario, but like like that. Those are the things that you're doing to ease that, and obviously a wider audience like carries more momentum to getting those kind of funds refilled or things like that. But
did you fund this all yourself? Like you didn't crowdsource any of this?
No, we didn't. We probably
Maybe we should have, but we did not because we didn't.
We should have, because it's very, very expensive, especially when it comes in. Not only the recording's extremely expensive, all the artwork. We've done music videos that are pretty creative, and thankfully
aspect, merch,
we've done them all
finals.
still as like affordably as we can. Like my company makes all the merch, and that happens as affordably as possible.
Right.
Like, I don't make any money off of the band making the stuff, and then the music videos are so well done, but they're done at a really reasonable rate. But then even on top of that, paying for like trying to push and do advertisement too. Like all this just equates to thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. And so it's not cheap, but like I personally couldn't not put in what I wanted to for it to come out the way I did, or I was like not going to be okay with myself. Yeah. So I just like, I'm going to do this with the art. I'm going to do this with the promo, not necessarily even like get okay from everyone, because it's like I'm willing to put this in because I know I like have to do it so I can like sleep okay.
Yeah, I totally understand what you're getting at. I mean, I've spent thousands of dollars on equipment that I don't know is ever really going to make me back all the money that
Yeah.
I've spent.
But that's what life should be too.
exactly,
is just
yeah.
making sure you're doing things that make you feel like you're not only making yourself quote unquote happy, but you're fulfilling, but you're creating
Yeah.
something new into the world instead of just like the status quo.
Can't take it to the grave, so.
Yeah.
So
No, you cannot.
You could.
Well, I could. But you know what you can take to the grave? Jug of milk. Put it in your casket.
It never molds.
and never glows.
Never goes bad.
Jug
Never
of milk.
molds.
That was not a good read. I'm so sorry. Corporate jug of milk.
are you? I know I asked this off air, and I know there's not a definitive answer, but you will be performing in the fall, I imagine, and you do have a show coming up, like not in Spokane, but where's it at?
It's out in Oregon.
Okay.
It's out south of Eugene. Guitars Under the Stars Festival.
Ooh, what's
Shout
the
out.
dates?
August 3rd.
August 3rd.
Okay.
It's going to be fun. We're
It's
traveling.
a festival, but yeah.
It's that
Yeah.
whole weekend, but we're playing. August
Colin
3rd.
is super excited. Our drummer here, he's really excited to make the drive.
Loves traveling.
He looks-
He'll
He
tell
looks
you all about
angry,
it.
actually.
He's very stoic. Just as a person, he's very stoic.
I forgot.
Oh, he's been mad this whole time.
Yeah,
Podcast
that's,
face on.
that's good.
That's
Sorry.
I'm
Sit
so
still.
embarrassed. God, I'm so sorry.
Oh, he looks so much happier now.
Yeah, he's appease him.
He's
Yeah,
happy
so
to be here.
that's in August, and then, like we said, we try not to play.
Yeah.
We turned down a fair number of shows, not because we're cool or good. There's just only so many bands in town.
Yeah.
and we just try to like do it and think about these guys sell all the tickets. There are only so many times they want to see him dress up like Flamingo or something. And so we just try to keep it, once a quarter or something.
You gotta do. Hopefully, you'll be in volume.
Plus, we love
Right?
to write. It's by
want
I
to.
mean I.
What's
And I
that?
would rather write.
We want to play volume. I
Yeah.
reached out to them and they're still like figuring that out.
Yeah,
but
I've talked to a lot of people about it. I'm like, how are we gonna get into volume? People are gonna get into volume because like I haven't heard like any like definitive answers how to do that yet, and we're like 2 months away, and so I would like to.
yeah, we have some very interesting ideas for some shows coming up.
Yeah.
Nothing that's on the books but we will be doing some stuff. We always do, we've done twice. We have an annual Christmas party that's kind of like almost a private party.
Oh, nice.
Where Santa comes out and he gives a gift to every single person that comes to the show.
Wow.
So that's an annual thing around Christmas time. But
His
yeah,
rates have gone up drastically.
Yeah.
yeah.
Santa's?
Santa's? Yeah.
Almost done with him.
My kid just found out, so I don't.
R.I.P.
But they still think he believes. They still believe that he exists, even though they
Now
know
my
it's-
kids can't watch
yeah.
this.
No, I definitely think kind of going back, like it's one of those things. I think it's like one of our like biggest superpowers is almost like waiting till you're 30,
Yeah. Yeah.
or more to like make music. But it's also one of our biggest like hindrances too.
Yeah.
Like all of us have like families and we have jobs and all these things. So like it's put us in a position to again have that starting line that's way further than anyone else had, or not anyone, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
we had an elevated start. But then on the flip side, like, booking shows is typically a conflict of everybody's work schedule or personal lives or things like that. So it's definitely one of those challenges that, like I said, I definitely feel like it's one of our biggest benefits to put us where we've gotten in the terms of like quotation success. But it's also like one of the biggest ailments in us. Like, we don't want to tour. I think that's pretty blunt, like pretty broadly desired or not desired among the band is like not wanting to travel and doing this 100% of our time. But so
Well, I was just telling Jackson too, like I'm 35. I want to make as much art and music as I can in life, but I told him like
guy's
we're not
taking
getting any
Juggermouth is great
younger,
for sure.
and not that we can just force all of our time because we do need to divide it out. But my personal goal is to get out as much as we can in a reasonable way, just because time is passing, and let's get out as much art and new creative stuff into the world as we can, especially as like people are excited and they actually care, which is actually pretty hard when you're an independent band. Like I feel grateful that people are interested in actively loving the music.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't sell yourself short. I mean, you're 35, but like I see people in their late 40s that are starting music now. Like I feel like making art, like I feel like it used I think music seemed like it used to be a young man's game, young person's game, and like I think we're out of that world now because I feel like music should know no age. Like I remember when I was like in the 90s and someone from the 80s would come out with an album and be like, man, they're old to be releasing, and that was only 10 years ago. And they were like had released something. But like now, like you see like someone like, for lack of a better person, like Beyonce or even like the Rolling Stones, they're touring and like they're making new music. And like I think like art and music should not know any age limits, and I think as long as it's making you happy and it's making other people happy, like you don't, like I always like want to be like, oh, well, how are you gonna make money? You're gonna get rich and famous doing this? And like I think I realize that, like, and then this wasn't like epiphany right now, but it kind of is like we don't have to always, we can just do stuff for fun, like and
Definitely.
and like and that's what the globalization of like all this stuff like makes it easier to get it out, and doesn't necessarily mean you got to like become the next, you know, maybe a song goes viral, that'd be cool, but like it doesn't mean you're gonna become the rock stars.
Yeah, because even if that happens, it's how long?
right, exactly.
And what changes here? We all have jobs, and if it goes viral, okay,
Great.
maybe there's a little cash in the bank to do something else. But like the fact that people are listening and connecting, it's like, dude, we made it, man.
Yeah,
This is awesome.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, sweet. This is my best interview yet.
Yeah, we beat him. We beat that dude.
Check him out. Check him out. Thank you, check him out.
Well, how can everyone find you online, and like how can everyone go buy like you sell physical stuff, right?
Yeah,
that
we
you can
do.
buy?
We only made 100 of each of the colored vinyls, so those are pretty limited. So if you want one of those, pretty cool. But you can go to nothingshameful.com.
And your own
you can
shiv.
find all of our merch. Like we said before, not only will you get a piece of the broken vinyl, but since this is all independent, anything that you do buy right now, since streaming puts literally or practically 0 cents into our pocket, if you just go buy something to show that you care, that is the only thing putting any money back in so we can go back and record. And I encourage that with any kind of art that you're interested in. So yeah, check us out at nothingshameful.com to buy any merch. I am biased, but I think the merch is very unique to us, and it's actually good for all ages and like men and women. So that's been kind of nice. And then besides that, we're all over on all the social media.
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, TikTok.
I like Tic Tac.
I like Tic Tacs too.
Let's take a Tic Tac sponsorship.
Yeah, Tic Tacs, please. Jug of milk, Tic Tac. A jug of milk, Tic Tac. A milk Tic Tac.
I want to push like YouTube pretty strong because we do really focus on our music videos. It's like another layer of the creative aspect, and there's so many references going on, and if you get more into the band, you're gonna like catch all these references. So I encourage you to check us out on YouTube to watch those, because not only are we writing and directing it ourselves, but they're also being filmed and produced locally as well. And it's not just your average music video. There's a lot of nonsense and creativity getting involved. Shout out to Popsicle Media House.
Shout out
for the
Taylor.
Sea Salt music video as well, and to Zach at Frame of Mind Media for the Nervous music video.
Oh, nice. Are these all local?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Cool. I'll need to. I want to check out your videos like more closely. I watched the one with Mr. Jackson Price, but it's. I want to talk about your live, like your. I do want to quickly talk about your album release at the Chameleon. How did that go? How was the event? And like, and what was it like getting choke slammed onto the on stage?
Well, before you get there,
They did it twice.
they should have double choked.
Yeah.
That's impossible.
Through the floor.
No, it was cool, man. Josh at Chameleon has just made that place absolutely awesome. So we decided, we just wanted to get as much music in there as we could. So we had upstairs going, we had downstairs going. There was no changeover, so we had 2 bands downstairs and 3 bands upstairs.
Nice.
And we just said, go downstairs, there's another band. Come upstairs, there's another band. And
So you were offset, like downstairs
Yeah.
was a set, and then between.
so you didn't
upstairs.
have to wait half an hour for another band.
Right.
All the bands were great. I mean, everybody came out and had a good time. I was super nervous that it would just flop, just like I thought this would flop, and it just so pumped. Everybody came out.
Yeah.
Ton of work throwing a show though, huh?
Yeah.
Boy, it was
Definitely.
bananas. When we played the Knit the next weekend, I was like, we just have to show up.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
I proudly had 4 tickets sitting here. Ethan gave me 4 when I went and picked up some stuff at Dynamite, and I was like, I want to give these away, but I'll take. I don't know if I'll be able to give these away. And then one of my podcasters, shout out Hillary Gonzalez,
Shout out.
Hey, hi, Hillary.
and she was like, I'm going to the show on Friday, and I said, have you got tickets yet? I have 4 for you if you want them.
Yeah,
and I
good.
made her day by giving her
Sweet.
tickets.
That's awesome.
Oh, good.
I probably
That's
lost
super
you some money. I'm sorry about that.
I'm gonna hit up Tony right now. You listening, Tony? I'm coming for you, dude.
Tony.
Yeah, if they're your friends, they should be paying.
Yeah.
They should have bought
Coming
them
for you,
anyways.
Hillary.
It was truly like just a beautiful night all around.
Yeah.
Everything that went down, everything was so smooth with all the bands going back and forth. But when we did our set, we had, a bunch of stage props going on like we have here, and just some antics going on. Like our manager from the Sea Salt music video introduced us
That's cool.
on video. And then Jackson Price, the Giant, came out and chokeslammed me on stage. And
The meme lord.
the Meme Lord came out.
Shout out Mac.
And so we played the whole album front to back,
Nice.
plus some covers. And we have ears in, so you can't always hear everything. But like my girlfriend's like, it's not just some people were singing. She's like, a lot of people were singing
That's
along
cool.
with all the album. And at the end of the album, a song called Selkirk, it references the first song on the album, Nervous, and it says, now I know I'll never be the same. And it repeats it over and over. In the song, it probably repeats it like 30 times, but underneath all these layers. And at the very end, you can hear it prominently. And the whole crowd was like shouting that back at me, because that each instrument like falls away, and then I'm just alone doing it pretty emotionally, and the crowd's doing it back at me. And it was just like so intense and so like emotional. It really was like, I'm sure that night will never like be recreated in the same way.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And it's still a huge shout out to just Josh at the Chameleon.
Yeah.
I think he's done just such a great job with the space, and I mean, such a high quality music, like like volume. Like it's not overwhelming the space. It's a very intimate space. And then also I just give a shout out to Grant Greer, who did the lights for us. That I like. It's such. There's these small nuances
Man.
that just fell together, and Grant was awesome to come up and do the lights for us too, and just it was like the cherry on top. But again, like you couldn't do any of that without the people there.
Yeah.
So
I heard nothing. Like I've gone to multiple shows at the Chameleon, and I can tell the difference in sound. But I mean, I'm not like an audiophile at all for any sense of the word. But like everyone's referenced how much better it sounds in there now, and I think that has a lot to do with because Josh is very particular, wanting to make it sound good when you're in there. So that's cool.
I didn't realize that Grant helped design the lights for Chameleon. So when he told me, there's this guy named Grant, he does lights professionally, I had the set list and what lights, ideas we had. So I brought it to him. I'm like, look, I don't know, I don't know the board. I don't know what they have here. He goes, no, it's okay. And I'm like, okay, but at the third song, can we turn all the lights off? And he was like, yeah, that's cool. And he was like so cool about the board, but it was so big. And I'm talking to him, I go, man, Grant really seems like he knows what he's doing. He's like, yeah, dude, he designed it. And so, sorry, Grant. Should have had more faith.
Yeah, the end. Devin even goes and picks me up, which he notoriously hates people picking him up.
not anymore. We broke that.
Should we do it?
He loves it. Should we get him?
No.
He picks
Get
me
away
up
from me.
on stage, and I was like, "Put me down." I'm like, "I thought you're not supposed to pick people up," and he's like, "No, this was deserved." He's like, "This was a deserved night."
that's cool.
He loves it. Don't.
That's not true.
Tate, if you're listening, let's get him.
Well, this has been a pleasure, guys. I'm excited for your success. The album's great. I did listen to it like all front to back this morning. So
Awesome. Thank you.
I like it's so hard. Like I want to listen to more music, and I should definitely. It's just one of those, like you said, like I need to be better about that. But like listening to it today is probably the better way to experience and actually like know what I'm talking about somewhat. But it is a really good album. I would encourage everyone to go listen to it. It's very well done. Shout out Amplified Wax Jimmy there. But like you all were a part of that and creating a really cool album, and that should not go unnoticed. So
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if I put a song on my playlist. I will put one on right after this show.
You'll have to tell us afterwards your favorite.
Okay, I will.
Don't say it now, though. We don't want people
Okay,
to know.
I won't. Before we leave, I always ask one final question, and that is, why Spokane? And I'll have Devin, you start.
Why Spokane?
It basically, like, what keeps you here? What is about Spokane that's special to you? Or I've had people even say, like, I'm only in Spokane because my kids live here. If I didn't have children here, I would move away. So like, it doesn't have to be. It can be positive or negative, but like,
Got it.
But what kind of keeps you here?
I think I just kind of like Spokane is growing now, but I kind of like there's still things to do and there's people here, but it's not crazy to get around or get places, and it's easy to do everything in your day to life. So, and I just kind of like the kind of mentality around here, and I just kind of get along with everyone. So it kind of keeps me around.
Totally.
Yeah, I would say first and foremost, just the people. Like, I mean, I think the community is strong, and I think just made up of just wonderful people. And I think that we have what we're always the little big town or big little town. What do you call it? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean?
Where you're going with that? Yeah.
Canada. I don't know. Yeah, but
I think it's little like we're like a
Little big-
I'm dyslexic, guys. Come on. Like, yeah, but no, but yeah, it's always. I think that there's something for everyone. I really enjoy the fact that you get every season here.
Yeah.
And the summers are awesome and the winters are awesome and there's always something to do. So, but at its core, it's the people. So.
Yeah. I had no choice in our move to Spokane from the great. Are you holding my hand? That's actually kind of nice. Yeah, no choice moving here from the Great White North, but chose to come back as an adult. I would say like family is a pretty easy one. My folks are here. My wife's folks are here. I work in Post Falls near where I grew up, and I still run into people that I knew, whether it was in high school or their parents, and it's always great to see somebody that you've known. And you can't swing a dead cat in this town without running into somebody that you know.
That's true.
Tell them the Selkirk story. The lady that you knew about the house.
Oh, quick story. I know we're running long. So go watch the music video, Selkirk, please.
Not silly.
Not silly.
That's the not silly music video.
No, that one's a little sad. So anyway, in the video, spoiler alert, we put a piano out in a field and end up destroying it. But we didn't want to do that on somebody's property and not have them know about it. And so we're walking around, found this great field, go knock on one door. I'm good at knocking on doors, but and Easter egg. And nobody answered. Went to the next house, knock on the door. Somebody answers, and I go, "Hey, we're a band. We're in our 30s. We're making a music video. Super dumb. Can we put our piano in your field?" And she goes, "I know you." And I was like, "I know you." And I went to high school with her. And she goes, "Yeah." It's like, "How you been?" I'm like, "I'm in my 30s in a band." So you tell me.
It's not going well.
Not well. I'm putting up my family piano. We put out in this field. So yeah, you can always run into somebody that you know, and that's why we stay.
Yeah.
I'm probably one of the most like extrovert kind of type of people, and
Stop lying.
You crazy?
You're fucking lying.
Shut up.
I'm pretty outgoing, so I've just made so many connections in life. I can't ever imagine for my personality and like everything all the people that I've like surrounded myself with, I can't ever imagine going away. I would feel not even like the same person anymore, more because of that. And yeah, like community is so important to me because I think that's the way that we can survive, especially as times progress with technology. And if we can focus on doing that more, I think we'll find a little bit more security and happiness instead of leaning into the comforts of separation and technology. So Spokane, I think, is the perfect place for that, where you're not in a small little town out in the middle of nowhere, rural. I think you can still get that other aspect where if you want to meet people pretty quickly, you can kind of get to know, the who's who of Spokane, totally. And then you feel like you maybe have more of a voice of what's happening in your area. So
100%.
I love that.
It's one of my favorite things about it is like I feel like no one's inapproachable here. Everyone, like whether they're a millionaire or dirt poor, like you can meet anybody, like and have be relatable almost. I feel like I don't know if that's always true, but like I do feel like there is a little bit of like coming across people that everyone seems to like love community here mostly. The people that don't can go.
Sponsored by Jug of Milk. If you don't like community,
but if you don't like community, you're probably not listening to this podcast. So I'm not offending anybody. So,
and I do want to say, Colin, who's not here, our drummer, is also not one that loves this kind of stuff, but he is such an incredible musician and drummer. He is such light years away from any drumming that I'd ever do, but honestly, maybe one of the best drummers in town. And he's an incredible musician. And though he doesn't want to be here because he doesn't like speaking on these things,
miss him.
You all give him a big swat on the butt for doing a good job.
And you may see if you come to our shows, he doesn't stop smiling. That's kind of his shtick. He's a very happy guy.
But he doesn't want to talk to you.
He doesn't want to talk to you.
He does want to talk on stage, though, and we don't allow it.
No. He wants a microphone. If he asks you for a microphone, please don't give it to him. That would be so bad.
Well, thank you again for coming on Spokast, and Ethan, Jackson, Dylan, and Devin. I got all your names right without messing up. I appreciate you all, and keep on making good music. Thank you. Hopefully can see you perform live in the near future. I don't know why I didn't come to your last show. I probably have a stupid excuse for not being there.
It was a stupid show. You know what?
I'm getting out.
I think we're done with this podcast.
Yeah. Well, thank you all again for listening to Spokast. Until next time, peace.
Deuces. Did you see the deuces I put up?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Awesome. For giving us
that was awesome.
Fucking, but it's lovely, humping, bumping uglies, what a fun thing, nothing, but it's something, what I'm wanting, it's a real freak bitch with a tongue ring, you know that one girl that do that one thing, she made it disappear.